I recently made a video about 3 horror movie sequels that should never have been made due to them being incredibly bad films. So to counter that, bring a bit of positivity round, here are 3 horror movie sequels that I think either live up to or are as good as, or if not better than, previous installments. Yeah, that does make sense, I think. Here's the list. Up first, ladies and gents, we have Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. Now, obviously, everyone knows the sort of concept of Friday the 13th. Jason Voorhees, undead maniac, taking revenge on campers at Camp Crystal Lake. However, for the previous, at least 2 films, they just biffed it. You had young boy killing Jason. Cool. And then you had not Jason attacking an orphanage. It's just not good. It's just bad stuff all around. Now, if I think of Friday the 13th, my initial thought goes to Friday the 13th Part 6, because it is a return to form for Jason. He's back at camp. He's killing kids. He's running amok. And I tell you what, the way this film starts, Tommy Jarvis, I think his name is, accidentally bringing Jason back to life, absolute gold. And I tell you what, the film follows that trend of just idiots being idiots and Jason being Jason. So if you're going to watch any Friday the 13th, this is the one, Part 6. Give it a go. Up next, we have 10 Cloverfield Lane. Now, I know there is a bit of a divide on this film. However, as a fan of the original Cloverfield, I think as a follow-up movie, this works so well. Now, they could have just done the same thing again. They could have done giant monster attacking a city, but instead we look at the human aspect of what this world would be. Now, you're gonna have to do your own research on it. However, the marketing for this film was genius. There was so much thought put into this film, and they really tried to steer clear from it being a Cloverfield movie. Granted, it is called 10 Cloverfield Lane, but you kind of don't know that it's set in the Cloverfield world until the end of the movie. Yes, the assumption is it's there, but it's not confirmed. It's a good film. Give it a go. Finally, we have Wes Craven's New Nightmare. This is a tough one to go on because I understand that there is almost aversion to meta in film. Maybe it's because this was the first film that really kind of broke the fourth wall and, was meta that I saw. I fell in love with this film the first time I watched it. And to be honest, bar Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and 3, this is probably my favourite Nightmare on Elm Street. The idea that Freddy is like a real demonic entity and came to Wes Craven to make himself real and to bring himself into the real world, I think was such an unusual, just silly and weird and awesome concept. Granted, it's not the best film that's ever been made, but for a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, also considering this is, the 7th one in the series, really good. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Give it a go. There we are. 3 horror sequels that I think are as good as, or even better than its predecessors. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for taking the time, and I love you, and I'll see you soon.